It's nearly 2 o'clock on Thursday the 26th of July 2018, and I'm sure a lot of you already know the amount of times I've mentioned it. Today is my birthday, and it's not just an ordinary birthday, it's a special birthday because today I'm 70 years old, which means I get a new driving licence as well. At the moment I'm in Pwllheli, which is on the south side of the Llyn Peninsula. I've just had a bit of a walk around the shops in the town centre, and it's unlike anywhere I've ever been before, and to be honest with you, it's the first time I've ever been here. I can't ever remember coming to Pwllheli. The beach is about maybe a mile away from here actually, but I will be going there later on when I've finished the walk, because two reasons. There's free parking down there for camper vans, and also I'm fancying a swim in the sea, so cool down a bit because it's absolutely red hot today. There's one or two people to sort of say hello to and thanks in a kind of a way. I know I'm going to be seeing my daughter Sam and Rick and the grandchildren, and my brother Steve and his partner Steph. I'll be seeing them all on Saturday, well Friday and Saturday, when I drive over to Llandudno. But I don't want to name names in particular because there's an awful lot of people I know that are watching this, but a special hello to Peter Jones, who sends me emails and I reply to him, and I met him when I was in Southport actually, on the same campsite, and he was parked up more or less right alongside me. And also to a guy, Albert Rowe, who's been a regular correspondent. He sends some very interesting letters, and he's on YouTube all the time, and he always sends a very nice, constructive, warm comment, and so I'd like to say hello to those people. I'd like to say hello to my friends in Bulgaria, Vladi Vankov, to Emil, to Leonora, and one or two other people who I know occasionally watch and like. I'd like you all to give me a bit of a birthday present if you wouldn't mind, and that's quite simple. When you've watched the YouTube films, would you mind subscribing, please, because it's free and that spreads the word as well. And you can click like as well, or you can send me a comment. You've got to remember that I'm leading a fairly lonely existence really, and it's always nice. One of my first things I do when I come back is put my laptop on and read the comments that people send, and that's not glorifying myself or anything like that. It's nice to make friends and acquaintances, but it's also very nice to get to know you and read your mail. Also to Char, who's over in Canada, who's become a Facebook friend as well. And as I say, there's lots and lots of other people who I can't thank you enough for the support and the enthusiasm that you've showed. So I'm off to catch my bus now. I want to do a walk on my birthday. It seems appropriate. It's only going to be a short walk. It's only from Abersoch, which is maybe 6 or 7 miles away, and that should take me, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours. There's going to be loads of cafes and pubs and God knows what on the way past. The beaches will be quite full because the weather is absolutely glorious. There's just one thing to say about Pwllheli as well. That I noticed. It's the end of the line, the railway line that is, a dead-end station for trains from Birmingham, which also come to several of the other resorts on the west coast on the Cardigan Bay coast, that running down the side of Wales. So that's going to come in very useful. I'm not suggesting that buses are unreliable, but the trains, I get a 30% discount for being a senior citizen, so I'm looking forward to cheapening things a little bit. Everything's going great. I've had loads and loads of messages on Facebook and YouTube from people with happy birthday wishes, and I'd just like to thank you all, and thanks for being my friend. I was walking along the beach here at Abersoch and I saw this cafe called The Warren, and so I called in for a cup of tea and shared a table with this young man, Rob, and we got talking. And you're a bit of an athlete then, Rob, so tell me about that, please.
Yeah, sure. It was June 2012. I ended up standing on a beach with about 2,500 other men and women wearing a wetsuit, about to begin a big race called an Ironman, where you swim 2.4 miles, you then cycle 112 miles, and then you do a full 26.2 mile marathon at the end of it. And at the end of that, you get to call yourself an Ironman as long as you've completed it within 17 hours.
Wow.
Before I decided to do this, I used to think that these men and women were, some sort of gods, but I realised that day that they're not. They're just Muppets. It was a good journey. I really enjoyed it. But 9 months before the race, I was very unfit. I hadn't cycled more than 15 miles for about 5 years. I'd never run more than 7 miles, and I couldn't swim. So in 9 months to be able to get to that level of fitness, it was quite tricky.
Right.
I've got at the time I had 2 children. I've got 4 now.
Wow.
Aged now, they are 8, 6, 5 and 4.
Right.
So it was a bit of a challenge. Since then I've done Ironman Lanzarote,
wow.
And I've also done Ironman Wales as well. So
fantastic.
yeah, I enjoy it.
So have you won any of these events then? I mean, or are you well placed, or are you going up the sort of rankings?
No, I have a full-time job. As I said, I'm a father of 4, so you can't dedicate too much time to it. To be able to get up the ranks and win these things, you're actually racing with the professionals, so you can't do that. But I'm happy with my times. My fastest was, I think it was about 13 and a half hours in Wales. But a good respectable time is really under 12 hours. But just completing the thing is fine. I'm 40, heading towards 42 now.
Really?
So I'm fitter now than I ever was in my 20s. So it's good.
I've got a son 42 actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got a daughter 45, 46. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But so do you actually live here then?
No, I live in Cheshire, in
yes.
a place called Beeston.
Yes.
I've just taken ownership of one of the chalets here at the Warren.
Yes.
Recently, I've been coming here for the last couple of years and staying at my brother-in-law's place.
Yes.
I just fell in love with the place so much. I think it's a brilliant outdoor place for the children to grow up.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's how I found myself here. I'm now staying here till September.
Wow.
So I've got quite a long holiday ahead, as I was saying. It's only what date's it today? The
26th of July.
26th of July.
My
yes.
birthday, I can't forget.
Oh yes,
that.
happy birthday, Jim.
Never forget that.
Happy 70th.
Thank you. Yeah. We're having a party in Llandudno. The family are all congregating there, and one of the reasons that I decided not to go to Scotland is that I should have been arriving at John O'Groats on the 26th of July, and nobody was going to come to the party.
Oh, no.
So I rearranged it so we'd be in Llandudno, and it was a bit of a stab in the wind where I'd be.
Yep.
So in actual fact, I'm a little bit nearer than Abersoch. So it's only probably an hour from here, or just over back to Llandudno.
So have you got a cake in your backpack for today?
Well, no. Well, I mean, my daughter's going to look after all of that, I think. But
okay.
But no, it's been absolutely lovely talking to you, Rob. And very nice guy, and I wish you all the best in the future.
Oh, thank you. Well, and good luck, Jim, for your travels. I admire your tenacity and your grit, and I think you're going to be very successful. And it's been very lovely to meet you too.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank
you, Rob. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.